And obviously, like, being open-minded and actually listening to other genre is really important to be able to be successful in your career.
So currently in Hatfield University of Hertfordshire. We're actually in this dorm room right now. Do you want to just tell us a bit about yourself, Shax, what you're studying, what you're aspiring to be, your current position right now? Just go ahead.
I did a bachelor's in molecular biology. Music is kind of like my hobby. I do a bit of DJing on the side. And I've been in England for the past 8 years, and I was born in Iran.
And in terms of music, how has that kind of helped you, would you say?
I'd say it's pretty good because like I get to listen to actually like music from Middle East, and that really helps a lot to actually be able to merge things and actually come up with something new as well.
And has that Middle Eastern music, brought about great taste, or has it like inspired you to do certain types of things with your music or your sound? Is it?
When it comes to music, I just like, I don't follow anything particular, so I think it's really just like merging whatever I've got in my mind into a track, regardless of whether it's Middle Eastern or not, but surely the influence is a lot.
Yeah. And what other artists do you kind of think, yeah, I like his taste, I like his tracks, I like this about him? Doesn't necessarily have to be music, but it can just be his persona, his charisma.
I really listen to a wide different range of music. I don't listen to metal, and that's probably the only thing that I kind of stay away from. Metal, rock music, I appreciate. Even metal, I do appreciate it because you have to be a true musician to make it. It's quite complex.
And do you like the old school type of music, or do you like the new school type of music? And do you think the way music is going now, do you think it's heading in the right direction, or has it lost some of its originality? Because everyone wants to make music these days. So as yourself producing music and the type of quality you're after, like what's your perspective, what's your take on it?
I don't think there is like an old type of music, nor there is like a new type of music. It's always been like, I don't know,
Would you say it's always been just continually progressing, or?
I'd say so. I mean, obviously, like, being open-minded and actually listening to other genre is really important to be able to be successful in your career. And also, like, I don't think it's great to actually stick to one genre. So if I see an artist that does like different types of genre, I do really appreciate that. I really like Russ.
So how did you find Russ then? Was it just from recommendations, or did you actually look into that type of field of what he's about? Because I quite like him as well.
To be honest, I kind of like just go around SoundCloud and YouTube, and I actually listen to one of his songs on SoundCloud, and that's how I actually like started listening to more of his stuff. SoundCloud is great. I like it more than YouTube because you actually find true artists there.
Okay. So would you say SoundCloud is more accessible because YouTube is quite? People think when you want to do YouTube, you want to do it big, but SoundCloud you can literally just put any of your pieces of work out.
That's the thing. I mean, on SoundCloud you don't actually have to work on the music video side of it. Like, you can actually have a nice song and put that out there, and I'm sure thousands or if not millions would probably watch it. As in hear it, not watch it. But yeah, YouTube is great as well. I mean, for us, or like many other people, have become famous using YouTube. So.
Cool. And if you had one artist and one feature, or if you had two artists and you were to produce a track for them or make a track for them, who would it be? They can be alive or dead. It can be a Biggie Smalls or Tupac or any of your favourites.
I want to say Eminem.
Yeah.
Just because he can come up with a flow no matter what your song is, what the beat is, like, it's quite versatile. And there's actually plenty of like good English rappers as well.
Do you think English rappers get a lot of recognition, because most music tends to be American influenced or American saturated. So what do you think of English rappers or musicians in general? It doesn't have to be mainstream, it can be underground.
The thing that I really appreciate about English rap is that it's not as same as American rap. Like American rap is kind of just like copying, you know, someone else and it's following that route till ever, you know, like never finishes. But English rap is just got its own style, and I'd like to think that they are more creative. It's just, unfortunately, probably they haven't been as rated as American rappers.
And in terms of like DJing, how is that like? In terms of nightclub, what's the kind of responses you get after a show? Or how's the whole persona of DJing?
DJing for me, or music, essentially is something that I really am passionate about. Once I'm actually doing it, I'm not really caring about time or anything, so in that sense it's great. It's always good to get feedback, because it's essentially the people who are driving you to actually produce music or play music. So I think it's very important, the feedback from people. And even the bad feedbacks,
still helps. It still works. You can always build off of that.
I respect them. Yeah.
And in terms of what's the best club you've probably, or the best crowd you've probably received?
I mean, DJing is a different thing, but like I've DJed in Dubai and Turkey.
Oh wow.
At just like random festivals. It was quite nice because like the amount of people were a lot, but like the thing is, I would appreciate the place that I can actually play the music that I like, not the ones that the club or the festival owner or organizer wants
you to play. Oh, fair enough. And do DJs get that quite a lot? They're not allowed to play certain genres, or they're quite limited in terms of what they can play?
I'd say so. The thing is, like, normally you actually have to listen to what the organizer wants. There's actually a very interesting thing that I experienced when I was involved in this project in the uni. There was like 10 people, everyone were actually musicians, and they were studying music as well. And the discussion was about whether you should produce something that would be something that you desire and you want, or something that other people want to listen to. And 9 out of 10, I don't know how many people there was, everyone was saying that, oh yeah, you should produce something that people want, rather than something that you want yourself. But I don't see any point in that, so
that's quite controversial.
I think it's a bit stupid to do that. You either should not be an artist or create your own shit, not like
producing your own music. What's your first initial steps? If you're sampling a beat, or if you're creating, like as soon as you get your guitar out or your piano out, what's your first steps?
I'd like to think that it starts with a nice drum. Actually, I'd like to think that I can make some sort of sound from any instrument for my own purpose. I'd say music has been always my main hobby, but I do a bit of photography. I like traveling. I like meeting people, because I believe in this world money does matter, but connections and friendships are more important.
Yes, definitely. So I think you're pretty much an all-rounder. I definitely say you've got the science element, the business element, the creative element, and it just fused all together.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't win them all.
You can't win them all, so exactly, you can't put all your eggs in one basket as well.
That's true.
I'd definitely like to say that.
I've been to France, Holland, Turkey, Dubai, and that's pretty much it. In Belgium, England, Ireland.
You've pretty much covered most of Europe. Wales.
Scotland.
And also, if you were to speak to your 10-year-old self or 11-year-old self, like if you were to give them any advice, what would it be?
Um,
Or if you were to tell them any mistakes to avoid, or if you were to say Shakib, you should have done this or you should have done that, or if you shouldn't have maybe?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's always hard to talk about future and also talk about past. You know?
Yeah, you're still quite young, so you've got a long way
I'd
to
like
go.
to think and live at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, Shaq, thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure. Is there anyone you want to shout out, or any company you've worked with, any friends you want to shout out or say special thanks to or whatnot?
Shout out to Style and Pattern.
Always appreciated.